What's up YouTube? Welcome to Slide Razor, the only YouTube channel that shows you how to impress your audience with great slides. Today I'm going to be showing you how to design slides like this under 15 minutes for your content. These are easy yet quick professional designs and they can fit into any brand or content. Are you ready? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's begin. Alright, so today we're going to be learning how to design slides like this quickly and under 15 minutes as well. So without wasting much of your time, let's begin. This is the first slide now. You could see the design, you could see how everything is set up. I'm going to explain how and why I chose this setup so you can understand how to design slides like this quickly. So the first thing you need to ensure that you have set up is your pictures. Your picture should be clean, because when I project this or make it full screen using F5, you see how it looks. I have a great font, a great content font, and also a subscribe button for you guys that forgot to subscribe. You can also subscribe now as I'm talking about. This is for the purpose of this presentation, okay? So, and a subscribe button. Now, what font am I using? Font I'm using for the header is Montserrat, and font I'm using for the body is Corbel. The same font I'm using for the subscribe button is Montserrat. So let's create this quickly. So, new slide. You could hit Ctrl M on your keyboard, or you could hit new slide. So create a new slide, go over here, press new slide, select all, delete. Remember from the previous video, if you've been watching our videos or my videos, you know that I always remove everything to start on the black canvas. So first things first, we're going to have to include our text. So for the purpose of this and purpose of time, I'm just going to make it quick, so please follow up. Now for the body, you could use text like this. This is the text I use. They're called dummy text. So I just went over here and just took it. It's free, it's for illustration purposes. So we insert our dummy text here. Okay. Now we have our header. We have a little bit of content for our slides. Okay. Now let's quickly insert our subscribe button. So I took this font from here. To do that, you can hold Ctrl and drag. Now here's another tip, cool tip. I want this to be in capital, okay? So instead of deleting everything and starting over again to retype it, you could just select all, move over to your home tab over here. You see this button here? It says change case. You click it and click uppercase, everything is uppercase. Okay, so we reduce the font. Now we insert shape. For the purpose of getting that exact shape, you have to use a rounded rectangle, because we're going to have to make the edges like this. Okay, so you remove the borders. You go over to format, shape, outline, no outline. That's how to remove the border. Now when you bring this over, we have to bring it to front as usual. So let's send this to back. Click it and go to send backward, send to back, so that when you put it behind our text, it looks nice. Now to give it the color, you go over to shape field here and choose this color. Now you can select this, holding Ctrl, select this, select the shape, Ctrl G to group, and there we go, we have our content. Now to insert our image, you go to insert, pictures, and you choose the image. Now you could see we insert another shape. Now this one is just for design purposes. Okay, now so we remove the outline of this shape, go to format, shape outline, shape fill. So we have the blue. Then you can just place it over here. This is for design purposes or aesthetics. Let's just say it like that. There we go. Our first slide is ready. Then another thing I like to do, for design purposes as well, is to write some text. Let me show you what I mean. For example, I'll just call this content slide. Okay. Reduce the font. Make it a bit small. Now, not like my text box is being big. Now we go to home. So now we go to home. We go to spacing. Just make it loose a bit. I'll show you why I need that. Then now we change the text fill to something a bit light that can't be seen properly. Just like some kind of thing. You can put it here. Okay. So that when you zoom in, we have our first slide ready to go. Quickly, very fast. Remember, key is what? Good image, good font, little use of shapes. First slide is done. See from the first slide, it's not much different. The only thing I did in the first slide is I took my time to reduce the font and organize the text a bit. But if you're in a situation where you don't have time, you could just do it quickly, reorganize everything. Alright, moving on to this big boy. Now this is very similar to the first slide, but if you were seeing this, you could see that the image is on the other side and we have an introduction of some more shapes. So in making this slide, we could just do new slide. Now we go over to the previous slide and copy our text, everything. To do this, just hold Ctrl and click on everything, then press Ctrl C, copy, Ctrl V, oops. Okay. Then now we select this, holding Ctrl 2 and select this and delete. Alright. So in making the second slide, select all, just bring them over here. There's at different positions. You can swap them, just to make it feel different and bring in some more design ideas into your content slide and keep your audience also focused on your content. So next thing I did in this slide is, I just changed the color of the last word. It's another thing you could do to just spice up your design, make it look nice. And if you notice, if this presentation is for a company and their colors are this, shade of blue, it is still according to brand. Okay, so you just make everything look nice. It's still according to brand. So because we're using the same blue, the same shade of blue, so quickly we insert an image. So to speed things up, I prefer to use shortcuts. So to open and insert the picture is Alt and P. It just goes there. Insert this picture. To crop it, you could go to crop. Over on the format tab, you go to crop and click crop. So we crop our image to the right so that we can see the laptop, because that's the main focus here. Okay. Now, this is already great. You could stop here if you want, but just to add a little bit of design, you could just insert some extra things, like I like to call them, some extra shapes. Here we're using the shapes but in a minimal way, because you need to do this quickly. If you're in a situation where you don't have the time to do this but you need to get your work done, you could just do this. This is fast and it looks professional. Everything is done. We have a great slide number 2. Moving on to slide number 3. Now, how did we do this? Easy and quick. You create new slide. You take our text from the previous slide. Okay, remember holding Control, get the both of them, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now here, using my guides, I could see where I want them to be. That's why I say guides are important. These are guides, these marks, they're important. So now we insert another image. Alt NP to insert image. So another quick shortcut for cropping is, or you press Alt, JP for format, and V for crop, and C. So Alt JP VC. You know, it just helps you to work faster. So we adjust our cropped image, and to fill it up quickly, you go to format, go to crop, and go to fill, or you could use another shortcut, Alt JP VL. Okay, now we set up the image nicely so that we can see the beautiful woman in the image, and we're done. We just set this up in the middle of this box here, and in the middle of this box here. Then take our little branding here, as I like to call it, and place it here, or you can place it below, depending on what you want. It's all design. There you go, you have a third slide done quickly, and it looks very nice. Moving on to the fourth slide. Now here we used some shapes, just one shape actually, but what makes your slide stand out is the picture. People prefer to watch than to read. It's just like watching the TV. You prefer to watch as the person speaks on the TV and you're watching, than to also watch and then I hand you a script to be reading at the same time as you're watching. That's stressful. So that's why it's always good to put very nice images in your presentations, especially in your content, because if you have a very nice title slide, moving into the content, it's going to be bad if you don't have also adequate HD images or clear images on your content. So let's get to making this quickly. So we go to new slide, we scrap out everything to get our blank slide. We take our text and our dummy text, header and content, place them in here. So we have our text in. So we set so we've got our text now. So next thing is to organize it in the way we would like to present it. Insert the shape. Quicker way to insert the shape for me is Alt 9, because I set up my toolbar, my quick access toolbar like this, so just for speed. So Alt 9, insert the shape like this. Okay, and we send it to back. So under format tab, we could go to send backwards. Then we have it like this. Change the shape outline to no outline. Shape fill, this time we make it black. So we make our text white, so that we could see what's written down. After this, we insert our image, so Alt NP. It's quicker, we get our image down. Insert our image. To crop it, Alt. If you watch, once I press Alt, you have all the shortcuts. JP is for the format tab, so JP. Then for crop is V, so V, and for crop is C. So you see it's quicker. So now we crop this big boy here, here, with some space here. So I like to give some space. Then we reduce the image, to just focus on him like that. Then this text looks a bit big, So we just reduce it a bit like this, just to make everything look nice. There we go. Quickly, another quick method of creating your title slide, and we're done. This is fantastic. You see? So moving on, you could decide to put, because you could decide to put the brand if you want. I'm just calling this brand, but it's not necessarily called a brand. It's just, like I said, a design aesthetic. So you could decide to put it if you want. So you can make it more like this. The one I did before was a bit longer, so let's just do it like that so that everything looks nicer and not smaller. So you could make it a little bit like this, or JPVC. See why the shortcuts are important to make your work fast. And now to fill it up, Alt JPVL. There we go, and it's done. Now it's a bit bigger and it's nicer. Now you can decide to add that subscribe button or not. Let's just leave it. So the slide is done. We move on to this one. Now this one is, in my opinion, is very nice. Now always know that you should know the kind of images to pick for your slides, because these images complement each other. Like there's no abstract, let me not say abstract, there's no color that shouldn't be here. Like for example, you have the black is in the image. We have the blue. The blue and the white complements kind of the white background and the white color of the MacBook, the iPhone and everything. So I know it's too much, but you just have to use the right image. So take your time to always check for good images. You could use Unsplash, you could use Pixabay. These are good sites to get images. Alright, so making this one new slide. For some reason when I press Ctrl M it doesn't work. Ctrl M is the shortcut for new slide, but maybe it's due to I'm recording, that's why it's not working. So we just right click new slide. Like you could right click new slide, or you could go here and click new slide. So Ctrl A, clear everything out, so we get our content from here. Remember, the same content, just to show you. We get our content, branding, we got button, Ctrl C, copy, Ctrl V, paste. Now everything is placed properly. Now to put in that shape, go to rectangle. You could draw one like this. Remove the outline and give it a nice shape feel. Now we insert our image, Alt NP. Now there are two ways to this. If you put it like this, it's nice. Okay, it's nice, it's cool. This is still another way to design it. If you decide to put it this way, taking the rectangle here and putting it here, you could see it's cool. These are more design tips, quicker, faster, just to make your slides look nice. But for the purpose of this, I've decided to kind of make it my own style. So we crop the image, Alt JPVC, make it a bit smaller. Okay, then we take this bit to this side, and then take our image here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's just let me see, what am I missing? Okay, it's a bit smaller, so we just make this a bit smaller. That's all. And this is another method. Nice, easy, fast, and also your presentation looks what? Professional. Moving on. Now this is for in case you have more text. I for one, I hate bullet points. I hate working on slides with multiple bullet points. It reduces or it messes up my design vibe. I like slides with minimal text and minimal bullets. And if you want, you could go over to this tab here, where this place under your home tab is, where you could put bullets. You could use the default that PowerPoint gives you, or you could use this, but I don't use them either. They don't really vibe with me. So for this slide, now you could see there are a lot of things happening, but this is our content, and I heard that this is more text and some number bullets, in my own opinion, or how I tend to call them. So let's make it quickly. New slide. So from here we take what do we take? Let's take from this slide so that I don't mess anything up. We take our content, our header and content, and our brand. Control. You just hold down Control, click, Control C, Control V. Oh, here we go. We didn't remove everything before. So select, remove. Alright. So in this case, we have to insert a shape. So we get our shape and insert the shape. Send it to back. Now for the purpose of speed, I'll use my quick access toolbars over here, like they help me send to back. To send to back is just Alt 3 for me, so I send it to back. So I would recommend if you want to work with speed on PowerPoint, you need to have your quick access toolbar, like especially customized for the buttons you use frequently. Like mine is format, I think size and position, paste, send to back, send to front, save, email, I think, yeah, align, and arrange, and then shapes. These are the ones I use more often. So as I set it up. So for the purpose of this, I think we're going to reduce the font, because what we want is going to be something small. Okay, we arrange it center aligned, bring it down a bit. Arrange this big boy center aligned too as well. Now we can decide to just increase this a bit. Make this white, make our text white, because we're making the shape black. So to remove the shape outline with your keyboard shortcut, you press Alt JD SON. Now to put in the fill, Alt JD SF. Then you select the field you want. Okay, now let's put more text first before we go ahead to put in our picture. So we right align this one. You could go over here quickly to put your text field, make it black once more. Excuse me. So that there's no space up here. Okay, that was very weird. When did that happen? So remember from my previous slide we had 3, so just bring them all in, 2 and 3. Okay, then push this like this, right, to stay on the image. Now to get the numbers, there are many ways to do that. You could take from this place, take out this part to duplicate quickly. That's what I just did. You hold Control and click out. Select all, hit 1, change the field to black. Okay, and we can make it big. Reduce the text box. Holding Control and Shift, you duplicate it in a straight line. Now, since it's still text, change this to 2, change this to 3. Now, take this 3, go to format, change the fill to blue. There we go. Then we could place them here. For this one, you see the guides is just, it helps you know where to exactly place them. That's why I always recommend guides. 3. Good. And finally, we insert our image at NP. This is the image I used. So in this case, could place it here, you see, according to my guides, and send it to back, or 3. Now we take this, because no one would see it here, we just put it somewhere here. Then let's see, this is nice. Let's reduce the text a bit, because all this is just dummy text, so we just reduce it. Quick brown fox jumps over lazy dog. That's very genuine. Okay, now just to add some more design, you could put a line here. Now to format this line, you could go to Format tab, go to Shape Outline, go to Width. You could choose different widths of the line. I always prefer 3 points or 2.5. You could use this method, or you could right click on our line and go to Format Shape. Now it shows you more options, and it's kind of better this way in my opinion. So we increase the width to 3, make it white. See, it's easy to change all these things here. Reduce it a bit, you know, just to give it a nice look. Now we stop that for quick jigs vex. So let's just reduce all the text to their place so everything looks nicer. Okay, let me just reduce some to look like as if we're actually writing for something. Yeah, so this is done, this is done, and this is done. So we just select everything here because it's kind of close to the image. I don't like it. Now this is better. Then this way, putting our content wherever it is, and there we go. We have our thoughts. Was it third? No. Our sixth. Whatever. We have this line number 6. So as you can see, okay, here I kind of reduced it, which actually makes sense, because I could just reduce the font a little bit so it looks better like that. Alright, and there you go. Quick methods of creating your content slides. So these are quick professional methods. You see how fast we're already done, and it looks like something that a pro did. So anyone can do this. You could use this to make that your conference presentation, brand presentation, sales presentation, whatever kind of presentation you're doing, you could use this format. Now one thing to do to just spice things up is you could change the format. You could take everything on this side to the other side, bring everything here to the other side. The same thing with this. Remember, we had like 3 methods of doing this. Here the same thing, you could swap them, take this to this side, bring this one to this side. These are just more tips, the quicker the slides. Now with this slide, you could decide to leave it like this, or you could decide to make your title slide, like spread it here, like something of this nature. Do something like this, spread it, and spread. Something like this. Now for the purpose of this, you have to center it so it looks nice. Then for something like this, another way of doing it, you have to insert a line, just to add some spice. Make it 3 points, put something like this. You see, here we are, another way to present this slide. And you could take this dude here and just put him here. No, just leave it. Yeah. Still nice. Maybe you're talking about whatever it is. Still nice. You great? Scrap that part. So it's still good. So the most important thing that you should always remember whenever you're making your content is less text, more images and use shapes to just make it stand out. And also make sure that you use corresponding images that rhyme, so that everything looks fresh and gives a breath of fresh air to people that are watching your presentations. Okay, that'll be all from me today. So once again, like and subscribe for more great tips, designs, proven methods and tricks, and also hit that notification bell so you could become a member of the Slide Razor tribe. See you guys.